Hello everyone. So let's continue our exercise or project. See, so far we had developed empty question papers with empty section headings. Okay? So here, if you see, as an example, so this is the title of the exam. This is the name section. Here is the code for the paper, and then this is the four sections of the exam. Okay. And whereas another paper, again a different code and then different order of the exams. So this is all we have done so far. Now I want to add one question, and specifically I want to add one question in the DC circuits section. Okay, so because that's what we did in the first part of this particular tutorial. So again, we are in the middle of the tutorial. This is video number 2.5. That means the fifth video in the second part of this particular tutorial. So if you are seeing directly this one, please refer to the earlier videos in the playlist, and you can come back to this. We are trying to create customized exam papers. Okay, now how to add questions in the DC circuit section. So what I want to do for that is go to my folders. Okay, so let me open the folders. Before I do anything, let's do some cleanup. I will delete all the non-essential things. Okay, so here sections is important and our run.py is important and main is important. Apart from that, all others I can delete. Okay, so let's delete this. Now under the sections folder, in the DC circuits folder, I want to create one file, and that file is basically a text document, and I want to rename this text document as a JSON file. Okay, so I'm saying concept one.json. So the file name, I am changing the extension. So it will become a different type of a file. Okay. So I'll say open with, again, notepad. Now, what I want to do is generate the basic structure of the exam in this folder. So if I have five concepts I want to test under the DC circuits, so I will create a five concept files under the DC. I need not call it concept one, two, three. I can give any name, but for simplicity, I'm giving concept number one. And what is the concept number one? It is a JSON object. Every JSON object will be in flower brackets. So I open a flower bracket and I close a flower bracket. So this is the first step you need to do. So again, if you want to understand what is JSON object, what is JSON and everything, there are several videos on YouTube explaining the basic fundamentals of JSON and even more in-depth advanced topics also of JSON. But for the purpose of this project, I'm just simply basically listing out what is needed, and that only I will tell. And even if you learn only this part, what is needed for this project, that will be good enough to do. And from this, you can actually develop yourself also. Okay, so what is this JSON object? It is a key value pair. That means in double quotes, you can give a key, and in colon, and in another double quotes, you can give a value. This is a general structure. And you can keep a comma here to add more elements. If this is the last element, simply you can remove the comma. Okay, anyway, so with this I will do. Now, what is the first key I want to do? First key I want to do is concept itself. And concept is, if you look at our demo question, let me open our demo question, which we created in the part one. So here DC circuits is there, right? So we want here, what we are trying to do is we are trying to test whether student is able to calculate the series parallel connections of the resistors or not. If I give any series parallel connection, will the student be able to calculate that? Okay, so that's what I will write here. Uh, Calculate effective resistance from series parallel connection. This is for my understanding. I am writing. It is not anything else. This we may not even use this particular field, but for my understanding, I am writing. Now, in order to test this concept, I am introducing questions. That's the idea here. So, for one concept, how many questions I want? I can generate 7 questions, I can generate 10 questions on the same concept and randomly choose one question out of the 7. But at this stage, I only have one question. So let me create a list here, okay, an empty list. Inside the empty list, I will give the name of the question. Okay, so let's call it, let's say, some name DC DC effective resistance, or something like that. DC resistance dot TEX, or in fact I can add that later. So I'm just trying to choose a simple name. Okay, DCR is one question. Now on the same concept, if I have one more question, I will say comma and then let's say another question. And in the same concept, I can give another question. Multiple questions I can add later. But right now, today, I have only one question. So I will just add one in the form of a list. Okay. DCR. Now that's it. Okay, so what I am trying to mention here in this JSON object is I am giving a name for the concept and I am giving the questions. What is the question? Okay, in fact, I can also give concept ID. Okay, let's do that. Uh, Concept ID, and then let's give concept ID 1. Okay, so why I'm giving this comma? Because there's one more element. So after this key is there, value is there, again comma, because there's one more element, key is there, value is there. In this case, the value is a list. So therefore, I'm giving a square bracket also. Okay, so this is this concept. So I'll just say save. Okay. Now what I want to do is go back to my code and I want to say whether this particular question is available or not. Okay, so how to do that? I go to my Python program. See, in this Python program, so far we have come here. Here, number of exam papers I'm generating code, and then I'm opening the exam file. Then I'm listing out the sections, and then I'm giving the listing. Now I want to list out the number of concepts. Okay, so how to do that? So I want now the concepts. So I'll just this has to be done within the for loop. So I will say con equal to. So I want to get the list of concepts. So where are the concepts available? Concepts are available in this particular directory. Okay, so if I now go to our sections, 4 sections are there. AC circuits is empty. Okay, and DC circuits, one concept is there, and induction motor is empty. This you already know. Transformer is also empty. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to list the direct questions. Okay, so what I can do is like this. After the section, I will add the Y also here, the name of the section, and then followed by one forward slash. Okay. So if I now do like this, it will now list the section. So here I will simply say print con. So just I want to just check whether it is doing like this thing. Now here I will comment out the PDF part. Okay, the execution of LaTeX part I will comment out, because right now I just want to see whether the sections are being listed properly. Okay, so I will also print SCC and then CON. Sorry, Y and CON. Save. So now instead of four papers, I'll keep only one paper, and then I will say run. So when I execute this module, here you can see for the section DC circuits, one concept is listed. For transformers empty, induction motor empty, AC circuits also empty. Now I want to open this file. Okay, so because I want to see what is the question listed in that. Okay, so how to open that file? So the JSON file I want to open and see what is inside it. Okay, so let's do that now. Now I can run a for loop. So for CF concept or CO in CON for an individual concept in CON, uh, because this list may contain multiple concepts, therefore multiple questions will be created. Okay, so now here I have to load the JSON object. Okay, so how to load the JSON object? Okay, so C data or CJSON equal to, for loading the JSON object, the command is json.load. For json.load to work, I have to import JSON also here. So let me add that, import JSON library, and then json.load. Now, which file I have to load? I have to give the file. Okay? So for giving the file, I have to say open, and then this file I have to give. CO. Now that file we did not, yeah, that file will have the extension also, so no need to add the extension here. Now in what format I have to open it? I have to open it in a read format, and that opened file will become a JSON object called C underscore concept underscore JSON. Okay, so let's print that thing, print C underscore JSON. Now, if the file is empty, then if the concepts are empty, then this for loop will not even run, so no problem. Otherwise, let's see whether this thing works. So I'm writing F5 again. Yes. So here now you can see AC circuits was empty, induction motor was empty, DC circuits one concept file was there. Then it opened it, and then now we are able to see concept ID, what is a concept, and what are the questions. So now I want to get the questions. Okay. So how do I get the questions? So Q list, question list. Okay. So C underscore JSON, and in the flower in the square brackets I can give questions. So directly we can access the that questions in this. So here I can print the Q underscore list. Again, let me run this. So now you can see DCR is coming as the output. So in the DC circuits, I am getting a list with only one question, that is DCR. So now, in order to write the question into the exam, I can write this DCR into it. Okay, so if I add more questions, so for example, if I go back here and go to DC circuits and in the concept JSON, if I add some more questions here, EQR, some XYZ. So like this, I can keep on adding more questions. Okay. So now if I run this, so here all three questions are in the list. But I can now choose only one question and randomly I can give them. But at this stage, multiple questions per concept, we are not looking at it. We are just looking at one question per concept. So I'll just leave it up to here. So now how to give the question itself. Okay, so let's in the interest of length of the video, let's stop here, and I'll remove these two things. and we will try to create the question in the next video. Thank you.